Okay, so you've created your custom GPT because it's just so simple to create one. It just takes 5 minutes. You tell it what you want to make, and their AI agent builder quickly makes your GPT, right? And now you have it. And now you're like, oh, to have this on my website would be a great thing. But then you check out their options, and then you see that you can use these custom GPTs only within the chat GPT environment, right? You cannot take it out. And now you're wondering, how can I actually put this bot on my website? And then you landed on my video, and this is the correct video that you need to see in order to publish or deploy your custom GPT onto your website. So in front of me, I have a very simple custom GPT that is an AI customer support agent for a restaurant, right? So it is trained on a knowledge base, it has a prompt, and it answers your questions. For example, what are your current operating hours, right? So it's just gonna go through its knowledge base and give you answers. And having this on a website, on Jenny's website, would be great. So let's learn how to do that. Hello everybody, my name is Yashika Jain. I'm the founder of Automates AI. Automates AI is my AI automation agency where we create automated solutions for businesses that use the power of AI. And on this channel, I talk all about AI as well as automation to make your lives easier and share my learnings and advices as I go. Okay, so here we have it, and if you go to edit GPT and if you take a look at the deployment options or the share options, you'll just see that you can share it on the GPT store, or you can have a link to it, or you could keep it to yourself. But we want to actually have it on our website. So what is the way to do that? Now, if you're thinking that I'm gonna use some, whole new chatbot platform, then it's not like that. I'm going to use OpenAI's Assistance API in order to achieve it, and it is just similar to custom GPT. The only difference is that you can use their Assistance API and put on the bots anywhere. You can put it on your website, you can put it on Instagram, Facebook, or literally anywhere, right? So let's go ahead and explore that. So I hope you all know that ChatGPT is a product of OpenAI. OpenAI is the main organization and ChatGPT is just one of their products. So I would request you to come over to openai.com and then go to products and then API login. So it will ask you to create an account with them. So simply do that. You could use your ChatGPT email or you can use any other email. It doesn't make a difference, okay? Then after that, you would be redirected to a place, something like that. And then you need to come over to dashboard. And when you sign up, I guess they give you some credits, like I guess $5 or something that you can spend, right? And after that, you need to top up your account. But I think the free trial credits should be good for you, okay? So now that we're on the dashboard, you need to go over to Assistance. And there, you need to click on the green button that says Create. Okay? Now it is the exact same thing as your custom GPT. So first, give it a name, okay? Then go back to your chat GPT, go back to the configure tab, and here just copy the prompt that you were using for your custom GPT. So you could do a Control A, Control C, and then just come in here and paste your prompt. System instructions equals prompt. Okay, then give it a name. Name doesn't really matter. So you could give it any name, right? And then it's time for you to select a model. So it's up to you which model you want to use. But I think at this point of time, GPT-4o would be great for an agent or a chatbot like this. And that is why I would go with this one. If you want to save money, then you could go with GPT-4o mini as well. Okay, so let me also give it a name, otherwise it looks weird to me. So I'll say Jenny's AI assistant. Okay, just a random name. Now it's time for us to upload our knowledge base. So if you come back to your custom GPT, you will see that you had a place to upload knowledge. So let's move my camera. Yeah, you had a place to upload files, that is the knowledge for the bot. Now you need to do the exact same thing here. So you need to click on file search, you need to enable it, and then click on the plus icon and then click to upload. You just upload your files and it would be attached to your assistant or custom GPT. You can call it anything. Okay? You don't need to fiddle around with anything else except the temperature. So as for the temperature, if you want the bot to be really open-minded, actually not open-minded, if you want it to be independent, then you can keep it anywhere between 1 to 2. Okay? And if you want your bot to be not so independent and just listen to your prompt and not do anything else out of it, then you can put it anywhere, 0.3, 0.4, up to you. And if you want it to be in the middle, just put a 1. I always put a 1, to be very honest. There is no need for you to fiddle with the top speed or anything like that, because you're just converting a mere custom GPT into an assistant, and you don't need to worry about all these different functions. And now that you have it, we should be good to go. So before this video, I had already created the assistant here. So it's the same prompt, right? And I have my knowledge files here. Basically, I just asked ChatGPT to make a demo file that I can upload to my chatbot so that it can answer a few questions, right? So that's it. And if you want to have a look at the prompt, then it's an AI powered customer support assistant for Jenny's restaurant. Okay, so it first needs to understand the query. Okay, then it needs to retrieve the relevant information from its knowledge base and then craft the response. And at the end, once the user is done, just conclude kindly. Okay, after that, you can give it more instructions as to, have a friendly tone, right? You need to address the customer's question and have closing remarks if appropriate, right? And then in the notes section, you can put in any information that you feel like. So for example, if you want to say that, don't greet the user in the very starting, you can put it in the notes section. You can literally put any information that you want in the notes section. So always start with an intro of who the bot is, then the steps that it needs to take, then the output format, and then the notes. If you can include any examples in it, then that would be great. But if you already have a custom GPT set up, then you don't really need to worry about the prompt. You can just copy paste this prompt right here. Now that we have shifted our custom GPT into, assistance by OpenAI, it is time for us to take it outside of OpenAI and then deploy it on our website. Now see, since it is an API is basically a way to connect two different apps, right? Two different web apps, applications, programs, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so it is an API. Now, since these guys don't have an option yet to deploy it directly on the website, we need to use a third-party software that would actually help us connect to this particular assistant and then also, connect with our website, if that makes sense. So connect my assistant to my website, right? So for that, we need a third-party app. Now, if you go over to the other YouTube videos, you'll see that people are using code in order to connect this assistant to your website or whatever, right? So they're using a Replit environment, they're writing Python code. Now, I'm not saying that is not needed. That might be needed if you want to use functions, but in our case, it is a very simple custom GPT with a prompt and a knowledge base. And for that, you don't need to write a single line of code, and you can simply connect it to your website using the template that I provide. So, as we were talking about the third-party app, what is that third-party app? So, that third-party app is going to be Voiceflow. Now, if you go over to their website, you will see that they're, again, a chatbot builder platform, like a platform where you can create AI chatbots and deploy them. But we're not going to use their functionality. Yeah, right? We're going to use our own functionality that are the assistants, and we're just going to use Voiceflow to connect it to our website, okay? And at the end, you would have a widget like this on your website where you can chat with your custom GPT or assistant, okay? So just to summarize, Custom GPT by ChatGPT does not allow us to put it outside of the ChatGPT environment. That is why we're using Assistant's API. Okay, now in order to connect it to our website, we need a middleman or a middle person, and for that we're using Voiceflow. On Voiceflow, we're gonna build the middle stuff. Okay, and then it's gonna connect to our website just like this bot. Okay. If you don't have an account with Voiceflow, I would encourage you to use my affiliate link that is in the description down below, as that would be a way for you to support the channel so that I can create more and more great tutorials for you guys. Okay, so just go ahead and create an account with Voiceflow using my affiliate link. Okay, so once you're there, it's gonna ask you to give your workspace a name. It will ask you to do a couple of steps, and after that you would be on a dashboard or a workspace, something like this. Now at this point, you don't need to create an agent from scratch because I have done all of the hard work. I have made the template for you that you can import directly and start using it. It won't even take you 5 or 10 minutes to set it up, but it took me quite a long time to perfect it. But anyways, since you're watching my video, it is a perk for you. Okay, so you will find that template in the description down below. Go ahead and download that particular template. Then you need to import it. So you click on this import.vf file button and just select the file you just now downloaded. You just now download it from my description below. Okay, once you do that, it will open up something like this to you. Okay, right? If it does not, if it opens this up, just click on this, and if it does not open that up, it might open up something like this. So our end goal is to be here. Okay, so now what you have to do is you need to make a few changes and your bot would be ready to work. Firstly, you need to put in your OpenAI API keys, and if anybody is trying to steal mine, you won't have any luck. Okay, because I'm gonna delete it right after the video. So first step is going to be adding your OpenAI API keys. For that, go back to OpenAI and 1 second, and then go over to API keys and then create an API key for yourself and then just paste it in here. Next, it is time for us to add the assistant. So assistant ID basically. So again, let's go back to our assistant and then just select the assistant that you want to work with, that you just now created, and then click on this to copy it, or you could just copy this. So it is a unique ID for your GPT. Just put it in here. So that is the first change that you want to make. The second change would be your welcome message. So if you remember, in custom GPTs, we're the ones sending the first message, but here the bot would be the one sending the first message. So you could say, hello and welcome to XYZ, how can I assist you today? And then that's it. You just need to change this message. Okay, and you don't need to make any changes here. Okay, just leave it as it is. And then even for the create message, you don't need to make any changes here. Yes, you need to make a change here, I guess. Let's see. No, you don't even need to make a change there. So you just need to update your API keys and assistant ID here. Then you need to update your welcome message here, and that's it. The rest of this setup that you see over here is just a way for us to connect to our assistant using the different API calls. So just to explain, firstly, we're creating a thread. So you can think of a thread as a container, okay? Then we're creating a message. So we're adding a message into that container. Then we're running the message with AI. Then we're seeing if, AI has our response or is it taking long. So if it's taking long, we're doing a delay, and if it did it quickly, then we just fetch it and then do a few steps here and then finally show the message to the user. Then again we capture the next one, send it again, get the response, and this loop continues and continues. Now this particular delay is there just in case AI is taking time to respond. At that point we have this delay. If you want, you can change stuff here, but I don't really think you need to. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and test it. So if you click on the run button here, you'll be able to test the bot. Okay, so my first question is, what are your timings? It's gonna go through AI, it's gonna do all of these different API calls and get you a response. So if it's taking time, it's gonna go through the delay step. If not, it's gonna give you an answer. So here we have Jenny's restaurant is open from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday to Sunday. Okay, so I think this is also similar to what the custom GPT gave when we asked it. So let's see. Yeah, so what are your operating hours? Yep, so that's same. Now if you want to change anything, if you want to change the tone, how it responds, you can do that using the prompt right here. Just put it into the prompt and the GPT will take it up. Okay, now you can ask the second question. Let's say do you guys have So a lot of times when I go to restaurants, I'm going there for a specific dish, okay? And if I go there and if I see that they don't have that on their menu, then I get disappointed. So if I could know that, do they have that dish, then that would be great for me. So I asked them, do you have paneer butter masala on your menu? And they said yes, because the bot has access to the menu. I uploaded the menu to its knowledge base. As simple as that. After that, you could say something like thanks. If you want to continue the conversation, you can do it. So the main goal of this video was to show you how you can convert your custom GPT into a bot that is deployed on your website. So far, we're there 99%. The last part is how to add it on our website. So before that, just make sure you click on the publish button and just give it a name so that it is published, and then we can finally go ahead and deploy it on our website. While this part is happening, let's go ahead and change a few things for the bot. So just come out of this, go to the integrations tab, okay? Just scroll down, go to general, give your bot a name. So I could say AI customer support agent. Okay, you can give it a description. I like this description. Then you can tell it that do you want the chat to just go off once the person closes the tab, or do you want it to be retained? Okay, so for myself, I want it to be retained so that every time a person comes on my website, their previous message history is just there. Okay, so I'll select never forget. As for the spacing, this is the best spacing that one could have. Then I don't need a voice interface, and if you are on a pro plan, you can also switch off this button that is powered by Voiceflow, right? So Voiceflow does their branding, so you could remove that. And now the color of your bot. What would you like the color of your bot to be? So my website is more like purplish, so I would just keep it something like purple or something like that. It's very random, to be very honest, but just go to your designer, ask them what is your website's hex code, and then put in your code in here. Okay, now we need to put in the logos. So here you can put in your company's logo or the logo that your website is using, or you can put in a cute bot's logo. It's completely up to you, and you can also change this particular image, right? Once that is done, you just need to copy this code and paste it in your website's code. Now see, I know a lot of you might be having custom coded websites, the rest might have a WordPress website, someone might have a Wix one, a Webflow website, hosting, I don't know, all these different platforms, So if I were to give you a tutorial for each one of them, this video would be 2 hours long or even more. So I'll tell you a trick to basically know where to paste this code for your particular provider or your particular website. So for myself, I have a WordPress website, okay? And let's say that I don't know where to paste in this code, okay? So I'll simply go to Google, I'll say WordPress Voiceflow integration, okay? I'll hit enter. There you will see that somebody has put up a video regarding that. So this is like a 1 minute 50 seconds video that you could see, and they're teaching you how to put in this code into your WordPress website. Similarly, if you have a Webflow website, you could do that. If you have a custom coded website, you could send this piece of code to your developer and tell them to put it before closing the body tag on all pages. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you, right? And if you're still having any trouble, you can go through their documentation and things should be fine. And if you want to see an example of a similar bot that was deployed using Voiceflow, then you can come over to voiceflow.com and then just click on their bot and see how it pops up. So this would be the name of your bot, the description that you give that I taught you right now, and then the logos and the color. So I set it up, I had it as purple, you can have it as anything, and then how the bot works. You can check it out, right? So what have we done so far? Firstly, we had a look at our custom GPT. We were like, let's deploy it on our website. So we created the same exact bot on Assistants by OpenAI, right? Then since there was no way we could connect these without code, we had to use Voiceflow that served as a front end for our bot, right? So we went over to Voiceflow, you imported my template, you changed a few things here and there, and then you copy pasted your code to your website and then had a chatbot like this on your website. Okay, so I hope this tutorial was very, very helpful to you. If you're looking for similar AI and automation services for your business or would like to work with me, then check out the link to my website in the description below. If you're an AI automation agency who is looking for a developer or a development team in order to fulfill your services for your clients, then again, I have a form in my description below that you can fill out, and I would be more than happy to be a technical partner of your agency. Apart from that, if you would like to connect with me, I have the link to my LinkedIn in the description below. If you have faced any issues, then let me know in the comments below. You will find the template in the description. So just download it, import it, and keep building. Yeah. And let me know how it goes, if it looks good on your website or not. You can also put in your website's link in my comments and tell me that, hi Yashika, I followed your tutorial and that's how my website looks like now. So yeah, that's up to you, and that's it from my side. Again, just let me know if there's anything that I could help you with. I also offer one-on-one consultations, so if that is something you're interested in, check out the description again. So since we have most of our stuff in the description, then I would highly encourage you to go there. Firstly, download the template. Next, have a look at all the stuff that I have in there. Also, if you're creating an account with Voiceflow, please consider using my affiliate link. So I hope this video was helpful, because there are not so many YouTube videos that are showing you how to connect your custom GPT to your website without using code. And yeah, so this is something that I figured out and I thought of sharing it with you. So consider subscribing and liking the video. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye.